One decision, one step. It was still early morning when soft raindrops began tapping against the glass window of my apartment. I stood in front of the window, holding a cup of hot coffee, its steam slowly dancing in the cold air. The view outside looked gray as my feelings. For the past few days, it felt like a thick fog had been hanging over my mind. Life seemed stuck in the same place. The same routines, the same work that no longer brought satisfaction, and an uncomfortable feeling that kept growing stronger. I knew I needed a change, but I was afraid to take the first step. I was afraid to let go of what was familiar, even though it no longer made me happy. I was trapped in a discomfort that strangely felt comfortable, simply because nothing ever changed. I was stuck behind an invisible wall that I had built myself. Yesterday, I accidentally watched a video on YouTube. The title was The Invisible Wall: How One Man Escaped the Comfort Zone. In the video, a man talked about his experience of being trapped by fear and how he finally found the courage to break through that wall. He said something that stayed in my mind. The wall isn't real. It only exists in your mind. And to break it down, you don't need a sledgehammer. You only need one decision, one step. One decision, one step. This morning, as I looked at the rain again, those words kept echoing in my head. I didn't need to rebuild my entire life overnight. I only needed to make one small decision, one small step to move out of this cycle. My decision today was simple: to start writing again. I had always loved writing stories, but I hadn't done it for years. The excuses were always the same. No time, no ideas, fear that it wouldn't be good enough. But today, I decided not to care about those excuses anymore. I walked to my desk, opened my laptop, and created a new document. The blank white screen stared back at me like a challenge. But I wasn't afraid. I started typing my first sentence. One small step. By the afternoon, the rain had stopped. I had written 5 pages. The story was still far from perfect, but it felt like a heavy weight had been lifted from my shoulders. I had made one decision. I had taken one step. And most importantly, I had broken the invisible wall inside my mind. I know there will still be many steps ahead, and many walls that may appear again. But today, I learned something important. One small decision can create a big difference. And now, I am ready to take the next step.